Hello everybody and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. Now today is going to be kind of what I've been promising for a while, and that is the McMansion speed build. Now it's not quite a mansion, as the title suggests. It's a McMansion. So kind of, but also not really, but it's also kind of whack, you know what I mean? So it's a little bit of what I promised, but it's just a slightly smaller version and a slightly more modern kind of interesting architecture version, if you know what I mean. So, as per usual, I went for a modern look because why wouldn't I? I'm a very, as we all know, very modern person. I love modern things. So, kind of like a dark wood, and like obviously black and white, but that's about the color scheme for this one. I tried mixing it up like a bit in the actual home, but we will burn that bridge when we come to it, and I'll talk about that furnishing. But this entrance, I'm very happy with. I love like the big like door cutout sort of thing. Even in real life, I love it, and I honestly want to do that in more speed builds because it is so cool and it looks really good. And it's just the darker tones just make it really, it looks so great. But as we usually do in these speed builds, we'll go on some different tangents. We'll talk about the build every once in a while, and then it'll be the build. So, let's discuss movies. How about that? Because the Mario movie came out recently. I haven't seen it. I'm waiting. I might not wait for much longer though, because I really want to see it in theaters. Because a couple people that I know have seen it in 3D and they loved it. So I low-key want to see it in 3D rather than just on Disney Plus. And the FNAF movie teaser trailer just came out. Y'all, it low-key looks fire. I'm not gonna lie to you, it really does. Like, the animatronics look like animatronics. It doesn't look like, a dude in a bear costume. And it looks like the actors that they chose, although I'm not 1,000% familiar with them, they look pretty promising as well. I'm just hoping that they don't add too much security breach in there. I'm gonna be completely honest with you because I, among a lot of other people, found security breach very disappointing. And the only reason that I enjoyed it was because every YouTuber that I was watching was raging, and it was hilarious. And that's the only reason that I truly could get any enjoyment out of security breach because it was a massive disappointment. And so I'm just hoping that there's a blondie in the trailer, and I'm just hoping that she's not Vanessa, or in the Vanessa that we know, if you know what I mean. So like, even if they do include Vanessa, I hope they change her up like a ton, because security breach was so stupid. I'm sorry. Maybe it was like the kind of lore that we needed to wrap up FNAF, but if that never happened, I wouldn't mind. I really wouldn't, because I did not enjoy security breach whatsoever. But anyway, we're not here to dunk on security breach. We kind of are, but we're here to talk about the FNAF movie. And I'm not 1,000% unhappy. Yeah, I'm not at all unhappy with it. I'm just a little concerned about that one Vanessa part. But other than that, it looks amazing. And the whole Afton stuff, it looks pretty good. So, it's coming in October, like shortly before Halloween, so that's actually perfect timing. And I'm excited to see where the FNAF movie will take us. And hopefully, it's not one of them dumb renditions, like just yet another disgrace in the from video game to live to movie, like the first Mario movie. They came out in like the 1990s. We don't want a repeat of that. We don't want, we want good movies about video games. Do not, if you don't do the video game justice, you're gonna get hell for it, which has happened a million times before, as we all know. So I'm just hoping for the best there, and it looks pretty good, so I have pretty high hopes. But back to the build. As you can see, like I said before, there is kind of a darker like wood color scheme. Of course, why would they match? Because clearly that coffee table, oof, I really wanted to use it, but it just does not match at all, which really disappoints me. I think I kept it in the end anyway, but it just, the tones just don't match at all, and it just, oof, it's kind of rough. And plus, I'm just adding artwork everywhere because y'all know it might not look very good, but in practicality, half of the Sims are like, if you have two pieces of like really high decor on the wall, they'll still say it's poorly decorated. So I tried to maybe fix that a little bit, but for one of the first times in forever, I actually used filler furniture, especially in the kitchen. As you just saw, I deleted that. And this actually helped out tremendously. It was really good for the spacing. I was able to make the kitchen a decent enough size while also having enough room for like a quote unquote dining room. And it was very productive, very not productive. It was very productive. We had a great session. It was a good thing because usually I just kind of place furniture willy nilly, which sometimes works. Other times it's like, I probably could have made this floor plan a lot better. I was just mainly focused on the look of everything and the look of the outside and like stuff like that. As you know, as a lot of people are that play The Sims. But I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out. It's very, you know, it's very me. It's very dark. It's very, modern. It looks really good and I really enjoy it. Plus, we have the sink with the window and it's in line with the window, which is like pretty damn rare. So I'm very happy with that. And just like the overall decoration in this house makes me very happy. It just looks really good. It looks full. It looks lived in. And plus, as you are seeing now, I like moved the counter for a better, decoration look. And I've been doing that a bit more. And as much time and tediousness it takes as it takes, I really enjoy doing it. It makes, like I said, it makes the Sims houses so lived in, whereas Sims don't really have just random clutter everywhere. It's just kind of like plates and like dirty dishes that make it feel lived in, which is something that you don't even want in your house. You usually just throw them away in like your money trash can or your regular trash can or whatever the case may be. So it's like, it's nice to have just like non-usable clutter. Sorry about my voice, party peoples. I don't know what's going on. It's like I haven't talked in a million years. But I low-key did just wake up like an hour or two ago. That's probably part of it. But I wanted to record because I wanted to record, damn it. And to be perfectly honest, I do not have, other than the 100 baby challenge, do not have many ideas for what to record. And so that's why I'm kind of just like doing voiceovers for like speed builds that I've already recorded, stuff like that. But I do want to like over the summer, which is coming up, I do want to not record, but record a lot more. Thus, I can then upload a lot more. And I just want to like, I don't know, I like the schedule of upload when I want to, upload when I'm feeling, inspired, when I'm feeling good, when I'm like, I can really take my time on so and so video and get the good results. But I don't know, I just like have had the urge to upload a lot more. And honestly, like as much as I say I don't have many ideas for recording, I do have a bit of ideas for like YTPs and like edits like that. And I'm still working on a movie review, and I have a couple things in the works. It's just it's sometimes harder to really get nitpicky with it, especially while I'm in school. But you gotta keep on that grind. You feel me? And it's just yeah, I just want to do more stuff with my YouTube channel because I just want to do it. I just want to do it and get it to it. You know what I mean? And so I'm very excited for the summer to hopefully upload at least every other day, every 2 days, something like that, something of the sort. And so yeah, I'm just like excited for the summer, be able to edit a lot more and do a lot more with that. And I'll also be able to, not completely mess up my sleep schedule, but mess it up quite a bit. So then that way I can do like late night editing sessions, because those are sometimes my favorite. Like will definitely proclaim myself to be a night owl because I do my most work and I do the best work while it's at night. So like everything's done for the day. Everybody's like, relaxed and at home, and So, you just get those random urges to like start up new hobbies, to clean and stuff like that. And that's kind of what I have all the time at night. But anyway, back to the build. We talked about, movies or whatever and all that jazz, but, the build's still kind of important. So I basically tried to clutter up this room as much as humanly possible. I sized down those shoes to make it seem like taller shoes, but it looks really dumb, so I didn't do that. And yeah, just like I kind of, as I usually do, or as I try to do, I just kind of furnished it kind of generically, so then that way if you do move into this McMansion, you can furnish it to your liking, you can furnish it to your Sims. I add always sometimes, quote unquote, some personality because, just for activity purposes, just for skill building purposes, that's why I add anything that adds quote unquote personality, because I mean it's not really personality per se. It's just kind of like skill building, and like if I have to do this for work I'll do it because it's usually like guitar, painting, that sort of thing. Guitar sometimes iffy just because of the expense, but obviously this is McMansion, it's supposed to be expensive. So I added I added that statue at the end of the hall that you saw earlier. I added just a couple little knickknacks that are pretty expensive just because technically it's a McMansion, but it's also, mansion isn't a part of the title. But as you can see, I'm very happy with the way this turned out. The brick mixed with the stone, mixed with, all that jazz. And the furnishing, I'm also very happy with that. And the landscaping wasn't bad at all either. And so I'm just really happy with the way this build turned out, and I hope you guys are too. Of course, as per usual, I went overtime, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to join the Awkward team today, and I will see you all in the next one.